Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 7 of X-Men 97. We're going to go ahead and hop into this episode, guys. So if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you come here on the channel, it gives you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage, sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, to try to make it worth your while. So you're going to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this reaction, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. That all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 7, Bright Eyes. Here we go.
Remy LeBeau would be the first to remind you that life, like the cards, is wild. Per his kinetic gifts, Gambit had endless faith in potential.
No.
Yet he seemed so blind to his, haunted by the life of bayou crime into which he was born. A sinner beyond saving. Such were the cards, he'd say. I think he was bluffing. How could Remy, so tuned to potential, fail to see how his sins had made him into a hero? Every gambler has a tell. Modesty was Gambit's.
I like that Kurt got to give that, man. That was beautiful.
How could she not be here?
Grief's a lonely war. Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
I was just about to say, people grieve in different ways.
What she battles is not mere grief. And our dear Jubilee is wise to be afraid.
Yeah, who knows how she's gonna react with this. Oh, what is she doing?
This is a top secret United States facility. You are trespassing. Cease and...
God! Nice. Yeah, fuck your Metal Gears. Get out of here.
What do we do, sir?
Oh, Ross.
Need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk? Our intruder is an unhinged mutant.
Holy shit.
Now I know you know why I've come a knocking. We're Henry Gyrick and Bolivar Trask.
Oh, yep.
Guys.
You killed those, sugar. Now you get me.
I'm sorry, Scott. You
Yeah.
really just can't commit any more help. You've gone a week now with no new survivors. It's time to let go, son. And if scared voters see me helping your kind, sorry, son. Just, unfortunate optics.
Optics, sir?
Wow.
Guess if Genosha had looked more human, you would be more focused on death tolls over polls.
I'm playing politics here to ensure someone less kind to your cause doesn't end up in the office you're so quick to disrespect. Be patient, Scott.
Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
This is an interesting trajectory for Cyclops, man.
I got too comfortable. Never again.
No one could have seen this coming.
Magneto did. He warned us repeatedly. And so did Madeline.
I know what she meant to you, Scott.
Right now, we have to be strong. For the team. For every mutant still out there who's watching these images. They need hope.
Gosh.
Look for the helpers.
It's interesting, though, that the head of Charles and the head of Magneto both landed right next to each other.
Stellar work, Amelia.
Triage dies down when the dead stay dead. When we first set up and the injured started flooding in, bad things happen.
Oh
Everyone wants to be a survivor, but when you actually see one fresh off the belt, a survivor is the last thing I'd want to be.
Wow.
Dr. McCoy. Hank. Walk with me. Would you like that?
please.
I know they shared a little interaction in the first interview, but I'm wary of it now. Oh!
Stand down.
Whoa! Let's go! What the hell?
Where's Henry Gyrick?
Rampaging across the country dishonors those who were lost.
Skip the hogwash and tell me what America's top cop is doing all the way out here.
Like you, I'm hoping to use Gyrick to get our hands on Bolivar Trask. He built the Sentinels. He's the natural first suspect for that master mold in Genosha. Last week, Gyrick was transferred out of U.S. custody by some covert division in the UN.
OZT. So who's Gyrick to these folks?
Exactly what I plan to ask him. Gyrick was transferred to a facility in Mexico City. Once I get the thumbs up, I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
I reckon we nab Gyrick now before our mystery boys move him again.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Damn right that you stand with mutants. Unless you don't now.
Gotta do this by the book, Rogue. Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Rude. Wow. Fetch, boy, fetch.
You think there's really gonna be a war?
My foster parents called this morning asking the same thing. I told them not to worry. Hadn't heard from them in months. You call your mom?
I'm on a ski trip in the Alps.
What if we'd been here, huh? What if you were here? The call she gets, something about an attack, her son, mutants, dancing.
Stop pressuring me, Jubes. Look what happens when we don't hide. When we shove it in their face. Is it worth it, Jubilee?
I just know I wouldn't want my parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Don't want them burying a stranger.
Will you
He
come
makes
with
a
me?
very good point. Wow.
The priority for the foreseeable future must be damage control.
How tall order when mutants everywhere are taken to the streets. Normal people won't accept mutants if they feel threatened. That fear is the whole issue.
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted, and begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
Oh,
No, that's not what I
wow.
was saying.
But it is what you mean. That is the issue. As was your reporting outside my home while my friends were dying. Now forgive me. I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilby.
I have no idea where Bolivar Trask is.
I'd wager the ops who put you up nice and fancy might know. What's OZT anyway?
You freaks aren't the only ones making friends in high places. Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time. Not against this. Not against him.
Honey, this ain't that sort of probe. Quit fighting me!
Wow. What was that a flicker of? Couldn't make it out.
Psychic echoes. This much death can stain a place. So many last thoughts. Unfulfilled dreams. Cycling on repeat. Stuck.
Oh.
So many futures lost. So many paths unfinished. Lacking closure.
Oh my god. This show is not pulling its punches, man. That got heavy.
Our lives have never been simple.
It feels different this time.
Different than when I died in that shuttle crash, or when I sacrificed myself to the sun, or Dark Phoenix.
Yet, you always came back.
Scott, someone up ahead. A telepath.
Madeline.
Not necessarily. Could be Emma. Yeah, it was Emma.
Extraordinary. Diamond transmutation has never been one of Emma's abilities. Perhaps a dormant mutation triggered by duress?
I've always done well. Under pressure.
Like a diamond. Oh god, that's gotta suck. He had a second of hope though.
All X-Men to the Blackbird immediately. It's Trask. I didn't know what he was using my DNA for. Sinister promised to help me get my life back. He didn't say it'd be a mutant massacre.
Why would we possibly believe a murdering maniac like you, Trask?
Come to the UN Peace Legion in Madripoor. I'll clear the building.
Madripoor?
Come see the horrifying face of your future.
Ooh, that's...
To review, Trask created Master Mold, i.e. all of this is literally his fault, i.e. we can't trust him.
Really is Stranger Days.
Buckle up, team.
You got this, okay? We go in, charm with small talk, and...
I'm a mutant.
Or that.
This is such a relief.
It is?
Wait, what?
Baby, 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16. And do you truly think your father and I believe a band of Somali pirates hijacked your yacht in the Hamptons?
You knew. Why didn't you say
anything?
Your father and I agreed. It was your secret to tell.
We thought you were just a pyromaniac. This makes so much more sense.
Thank you for helping my son.
No.
Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
Oh, there's the catch.
Shareholders are rattled by anything mutant related. They can't know we have a mutant in the family. So, we'll have to discuss some new rules concerning your associations. And how to be more discreet. Spritzers?
Meine gute Freundin.
Well, shit.
Oh, Kurt.
Indeed. It is I, sister. How do you feel now?
Remy's dead. But that don't mean I'm ready to accept it.
We all grieve in our own way.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department, didn't you? Got the gal who goes bonkers over losing a boy.
Over losing 2.
Yeah.
And her confusion is only natural. But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
I love Kurt, man. Aww. The whole family's here for you.
Bravo. Just as you dreamt it.
Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Oh! Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the fuck that was. Oh, whoa, what are these?
Since when did the United Nations house classified cybernetics facilities?
Same mystery getup as the fellows who were guarding Henry Gyrick.
Not ringing any bells from my spy days.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he...
Poor man's Oppenheimer.
Now I am become death.
We're gonna have to save this dirtbag from himself.
Tell us what OZT stands for.
Some group that rose from the ashes of my old Sentinel program.
What about Mr. Sinister?
He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha.
The technology in these cases is light years ahead of ours today. How could he even obtain such access?
Is it from the future?
But I won't let him make me any more of a monster than he already has.
Easy, boy. You want redemption? Help us get the real bad guys. What else can you tell us?
I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Same, sugar.
Oh. Wow.
What we all wanted to do.
Is this who we are now?
That maniac killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha. That rotten piece of scum put a good man, my man.
Terminate.
Oh. Is it one of these new ones? Looks like something just gave her a straight, like, uppercut. Oh. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Wait, was he one of them?
Name of all heaven?
Trask has mutated into some sort of
human sentinel. Okay.
Whoa.
Prime Sentinel protocol activated. Terminate mutants.
What the fuck?
Gene, you get the building. I'll get the debris.
Wow. The teamwork. And trust.
I can still sense Trask's mind inside.
He put Rogue down with one hit. We can't pull our punches. XMen, take him down.
Yo. Morph just got faced. When I know Morph can become like other people, but I didn't know that they could get their powers too. Whoa. Good God. What do we do? What do we do against this thing?
Do you remember what my inferior form asked you in the Sahara?
Whoa.
Tell me, orphan, how does it feel to be abandoned by the future?
Whoa, what the hell was that? An EMP? From who? Oh, shit. Nathan? Nathan! Holy shit.
Cable? What the hell are you doing here?
No, it can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not her.
Oh my God. Nathan.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad. Trask got it wrong. Sinister's working for someone else, someone worse. And if you X-Men don't stop him, there won't be much of a future worth living in.
So he's still a peg down.
Trask was a rough draft, and his tussle with the Gene Freaks gave us invaluable tactical data for my real masterpiece.
You should have waited until rollout and overwhelmed them.
You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests.
You were one of those villains once.
Yet unlike the rest of you, I evolved. My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
Oh no.
And our empire shall welcome a new emperor, Professor Charles Xavier.
They said Gyrick killed Xavier.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world a very big lie.
Oh no.
So
God damn it. Oh.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. One long
$50, right?
Wow.
Like music, it softens things. This way, once I have to get to work, smooth as butter. So long as you stay still, simply listen and obey. You were born for this.
Wow. Magneto's alive. I know I'm supposed to recognize that guy, but I'm not sure who that is. Oh my God, man. That episode was intense. Seeing everybody wrestling with their grief and also literally digging and rummaging through the wreckage of Genosha, trying to find anybody that maybe survived that disaster. And also how this disaster has turned some of Professor X's model students, like Beast, like into thinking that maybe Magneto was right this whole time. There was a lot of that rhetoric going around. The team, we barely, I'm not gonna lie, we barely had a lot of people in there actually pushing back on it. And Rogue, yeah, she was dealing with this grief hard, understandably. She was on a mission and she was plowing through anybody and everyone that could tell her anything about where Trask or whoever has any intel on who was behind this attack. She came a-knocking, seeing Thunderbolt Ross and then her confronting Captain America. You know, she tracks down Gyrick and she just grabs his head. It's like, hey, you don't have to deal with the telepath today. Sorry, we got a whole other thing planned for you. Just go-goosh, give it. And she got a little flicker of whoever this guy is that's been psychically interfering with everything and has been projecting and catapulting technology forward in a way that's not natural to how things are going right now at a normal rate. You know, Cable's involved, so maybe, I don't know if he's from the future. I mean, he's interfering with the past, obviously, so there's something to do with time at play here. I'm not familiar with that character. I don't remember him at all. So I don't know if he was supposed to be somebody I was meant to remember from the animated series. It's not ringing a bell, man. Whatever's going on, he says he's evolved and he's helping them push this project along, and he's the one, you know, puppeteering all of this. We thought it was Sinister for a long time, or at least I did, but he's the next step actually above him, pulling his strings, or at least they're working together. Whatever narrative they want to sell you, but either way, all of these events are just tearing down the morale and even the morality of our X-Men. Charles has been alerted to the crises that's happened here, but he's obviously not here yet. And now also because of this new intel, he's been able to find out that Charles is alive and that this narrative that Charles is dead is a lie. And I don't know what he's probably going to weaponize that information to further kind of twist humanity's fear response against the mutants, knowing that they kept that a secret, because that's been something that's what they've been selling. I mean, it's true though. They knew he was alive when he left to go to the Shi'ar for healing. They knew he wasn't dead. The public believes that, and they've kept that lie alive. But, twist and turn, Magneto's not dead. He's keeping him suppressed and imprisoned, and God knows he's shaving him. I don't know. I figured he was torturing his ass, but I don't know. He's got him holed up in his own little bunker somewhere. For what ends, I don't know. But that'll be an interesting revelation once that comes out. And what's a post-Genosha's fall Magneto going to be like? Is that just going to set him right back on his path? You know, after all of his trying to be like Charles and what Charles wanted him to be, will he just turn heel right back in tow and be like, hey, I tried and I was right the entire time? Or do you think he'll still stand his ground and side with the team? I mean, obviously, he's kind of sitting here with this guy who's holding him captive. He's probably not, they're not friends, but anyway, I mean, in the grand scheme of things. But the action, again, was intense. The utilization of the powers and teamwork and the settings was wild. And the fact that this Trask is Trask also? Or is it just his memories? Is he been transformed into this thing? Or was this a thing modeled after the real one? Or was he ever even really Trask? Lots of questions about how that operates. And like they acknowledge it's technology far beyond what they should have right now. Especially compared to the Sentinels, what we've seen up until this point. And apparently that was just a taste with that fucking kaiju one. So I don't know. So they can disguise themselves now. That's even scarier. That's Terminator level shit. And the way he just got on Cyclops like that, through his optic blast and everything, just like poof, just tanked it for a hot second, then he just zipped up to him, plowed him into the ground like that. Though oversight on the planning department, you'd think they'd have EMP shielding, but those still work unless it's just a special EMP from the future that just works on that. Maybe a regular EMP from our time wouldn't do anything, but Cable was able to shut him down. The revelation of who Cable is now out to the team, and I can't wait to see how they wrestle with that. The loss and the hope, and then the loss again, like, oh my God, Scott thinking, oh, I found a telepath, and he's like, oh, he needed it to be Madeline. He needed it to be. And he gave himself that hope, only for it to be Emma, and then to lose that again, all over again, just hit so hard. This show's not pulling its punches on some of these serious matters, even if some of the things we try to touch on it and move on pretty quickly. It still lets it simmer enough that you get the weight of it. Like, especially in that moment when Jean's scanning the wreckage for signs, but she's just picking up the echoes of everybody's final moments. Oh, that's haunting. Like, I can't even imagine what she was feeling. Talking about people's final thoughts, unwanted and unfulfilled dreams and aims, the untapped potential, everything just snuffed out there and everybody's fear. Oh, like, just, I can't. Oh my God, man. Fuck, Rogue, though, was straight gonna murder him. People are being tested right now, dude, and it's interesting. They said that, like, if you guys thought episode 5 was crazy, Just wait for the final 3. So let's see what they got, man. Another fantastic episode. What did you guys think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Share, Ryan Karen, York, Scott, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Contrell, Erik Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Justin Smith, Amy Becca, and Brendan Boyd. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.